Yo, 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 what it is, guys? It is CNS3 with the Game Enthusiast, and today I'm excited to bring you some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 beta footage. So, before we get into any of the game modes, let me talk a little bit about the classes, the specialists, and all that kind of good stuff. So, let's first off start with the specialists. So when you first start multiplayer, you're given 2 unlock tokens, which you'll see at the top right. It shows I have 4 unlock tokens. Well, you get 2. One, basically to get you a specialist to unlock, which I unlocked the Outrider. In my opinion, it's the best of the 4 that's available. Probably followed by the Ruin. The other ones are alright in their own, but Outrider I think is the best, in my opinion. But to go back to them, so each specialist has a weapon and an ability to choose from. Um, and before each match, you can go in, choose a specialist, depending on what game mode you're playing, or you're like, well, this one's not doing well or whatever. You can go and choose in between matches, which is pretty nice. You don't have to go out the lobby, choose a specialist, go back in. Kind of like Advanced Warfare, you have to go and switch your characters and all that stuff. And I think it was also in Black Ops 2. Um, but there's 9 in total. Don't know anything about this one, obviously, because it's classified. I don't think I know anything about the Spectre. The Reaper is going to be that android. He's actually really cool. He has a Gatling gun kind of weapon, but his ability is what's really sweet. And he like kind of copies himself, and he has like 5 different versions of himself, which is pretty cool to distract people. I think he's also going to be really good. The Nomad, I believe, his ability is like attack insert, and his weapon, I'm not sure. I think he might have the nanobots, or I could be thinking of the Seraph. But these two, I'm kind of confused which one's which. But yeah, the specialists are really cool because there's 9 in total, and they each have a weapon and ability. There's 18 different possibilities you can come across while playing multiplayer, so it's very refreshing. It's very different. It's new. It makes the multiplayer not seem as stale because you can be playing a lobby. You'll have 6v6. Each person could be playing a different specialist, with its different abilities, since you have 18 variations. So it's possible to play in a lobby that no one's the same person, or at least the same ability, I should say. So let's go on to score streaks. So score streaks, as you can see here, the yellow token means I can unlock it with a token, but I'm kind of just not using those at the moment, just kind of doing whatever with them. But you have your usual UAV health, UAV at the start. Works the exact same way. It's not the way it was. I want to say in was it MW3 or Advanced Warfare, that it kind of just showed a little bit of the map, or you had to like put down something. I think it was Black Ops 2. I don't remember, but you would put down something, and then like it would kind of like show you a UAV of like a certain area or something. And if you had more, it'd be stronger. Well, it's not like that anymore. It's just your typical UAV. The Hellstorm is kind of like a lightning strike, which is also right here, but it has like different clusters, so it can kind of hit variation areas within that area. And then the Talon is kind of like it's an escort attack drone, as you can see in the description. It's pretty cool. You can even take control of it and use it yourself, or you can have it just follow you and help take out enemies for you as well. And then you have your usual counter UAV. That's in pretty much every Call of Duty. Your lightning strike, and then just as the previous Black Ops had was the RCXD. Well, this one's the HCXD, hover capable explosive device, instead of the remote controlled explosive device. But it works the same way. Care package, UAV, dart. Kind of not sure what the dart does. Not too sure about a lot of these since they're not available. The Wraith is really good. I've seen that go off. It's pretty disgusting. GI unit, I'm assuming this is kind of like the dogs. But like I said, I'm not sure, but I'm not sure about a lot of these. So I don't want to give false information, so I'm just kind of speculating what they are. And then your mothership is the big bad Bertha, what you don't want to come across, but you'd want to use if you can get there. So now off to the classes, you do have the pick 10, which is returning. which I think was in the last Black Ops. In Black Ops 2, you had 10 perks. So if I wanted to run a class, I can start off from scratch. I have all 10 slots available. So this one I want to snipe on. So I'll take the Locust, which is the bolt action rifle. I can choose a sight if I choose to, which I'll take the recon sight, and then I'll put the ballistic CPU, fast mags. Actually, I forgot I don't have. I can't use both of them at the same time for I forgot what reason. Um, but also your primaries, you can have submachine guns, which the Razorback's really good at the moment. The assault rifles, shotguns, light machine guns, and your sniper rifles, which I've just previously talked about. Secondary, you have pistols, launchers, and special. So while we're right here in the window of the combat knife, let me discuss this one a little bit. The combat knife is a one-hit melee kill, like it's always been in the past. However, normal melee isn't always one-hit kill. It's two-hit kills from the front, and only if you hit them from the back is it a one-shot. Basically, you're blindsiding them. So it's kind of more Halo, Destiny-ish, well, except for the fact that the Titans and Destiny can kind of OHKO you at times. But combat knife, always one hit, normal melee, two from the front or to the side, and one from the back. So they're not as powerful, which I like because scare knife won't be as common of a thing. But let's go with the MR6. Let's do quick draw, lethal, get the Semtex. I don't feel like running attack. Now off to the perks. Do they show what the other ones are? Black Hat. Don't know what that is. Oh, I guess I can kind of talk about what other lethals they may have. You have your normal frag, Semtex, Combat Axe, which I need to get, C4. As far as trip mines are new. Pretty much the name says it all. Trip mines, you pass by it, boom, explosion. Thermites, this one I'm not too sure what it is. I'm trying to remember. I don't think people used it too much. People usually always use the Semtex. Every now and then C4 and Combat Axe. Tacticals, you got your usual concussion, flashbang, EMP, smoke screen. This one though, the trophy system's also back. Black Hat, definitely not sure what this does. Smoke charge, a shock charge. I mean, is basically similar to a concussion or flashbang, but you electrocute the person, causing them a bit of damage and kind of paralyzing them in a sense. I think it damaged them a little bit. I could be wrong, but it definitely does stagger them for a bit to where they can't really move. Then you have your perks. They give you 3 at the beginning to choose from, but Afterburner is always unlocked. The other ones you have to use your tokens for. Afterburner thrusters have fast recharge rate. Sixth Sense displays a mini-map indicator with the direction of nearby enemies, which is kind of cool. Blind Eye, undetectable by enemy air support, which is always good. Overclock, earn your specialist weapon or specialist ability faster. Flat Jacket, you'll receive reduced damage from explosives. And Ghost, you won't be able to be seen by on people's radars, I believe. But let me put Afterburner because I'm not kind of using my tokens. I'm kind of keeping them. But off to perk 2. Perk 2 has fast hands. Swap weapons faster and aim faster after sprinting. Reset the fuse when throwing back frag grenades. Anti-up, spawn in with a starting bonus to your Scorestreak meter. Hardwired, immune to counter UAV, power core, EMP grenades, and smokescreen. Will not trigger proximity-based lethals or tacticals. Reduce your digital imprint against enemy tracker and Sixth Sense. Man, that one's wordy, but it's pretty good. It does what it needs to do. Tracker, see a digital imprint of enemy footsteps. This one's all right. This one could be pretty good in like search and destroy. But most people are gonna probably use cold-blooded and stuff like that anyway, so it probably will be kind of nerfed by those abilities. But cold-blooded, making a return, scavenger making a return, be able to resupply your ammos and grenades. Gung Ho, hip fire your weapon, deploy equipment, and throw grenades while sprinting. Blast suppressor, no minimap signature when thrust jumping. Thruster sound is suppressed. This one's pretty good also for search and destroy, but you also have dead silence and awareness on this perk. So most of the time you're probably gonna be using one of these two or both of these anyway. So perk 3 is one that you're gonna have to fight over which ones you'd want. But if I'd do perk 3 greed and take these two. But awareness, enemy movements are easier to hear. Engineer, I'm not sure what this one does, to be quite honest. Tactical mask, you'll be able to be immune or reduced effects of tactical items. And then dead silence, your footsteps sounds you make are reduced. Forgot to actually. And that's hands. Okay, and then your wild card slots, overkill. You'll be able to take 2 primary weapons. Waiting for this one. Can't wait, because once I do, my sniping rifle class will be actually pretty good, because I can run with an SMG on the side and be deadly from close and far range. Primary gunfighter, take an extra attachment onto your primary weapon. Perk 1 greed, take a second perk 1. Perk 2 greed, take a second perk 2. Perk 3 greed, same thing but with perk 3. Secondary gunfighter, take an extra attachment on your secondary weapon. Tactician, take an extra tactical grenade. And danger close, shit, I forgot what danger close does. But it has been in previous Call of Duties, but it used to be a perk, not a wild card. Danger close, I think explosive grenades are increased, like the damage done, if I'm not mistaken. Do I want perk 2? Perk 2? No, I don't want perk 2. Do I want perk 1? Perk 1? Perk 1? I mean, I might as well. I'm not gonna equip. Screw it. Screw it. Sure. Alright, so it's pretty much all there is to discuss, because I don't have all the weapons unlocked yet, so I can't really talk much about them. I can kind of show you though if you want. Let's go to the submachine gun, start from the beginning. Get the Kuda, which is unlocked from the beginning. It's pretty good. It just has, like, I find a lot of recoil, so it's really hard to shoot from a decent distance, which is, I mean, to be expected from an SMG. They are most close combat anyway. The Weevil, I never use this, never. The Razorback, which is really good. It's borderline assault rifle SMG. It has a really good range for the SMG, so it's pretty deadly. The Vesper, I mean, it has highest fire rate, I believe, of all the SMGs, unless maybe the classified weapon does. But it's not that accurate and has really shitty range, so I probably want to use that. The VMP is pretty good though, if you can get like a grip onto it. If you're able to increase the accuracy of it, it's pretty sweet. I was able to use that previously, pre-beta. I can't really talk about that though. I just mentioned I was able to play it kind of beforehand, but then we got the AK, pretty much what this is. This is your assault rifle, your default assault rifle. Your Man of War, which is actually also pretty good. It's a little slow, but it's pretty powerful. I'm just gonna call it the Havoc 30. I don't know. It's aight. Shiva, powerful. I want to say this is a semi or a burst. M8A7, I don't know anything about. The XR2 looks like a pretty decent weapon. Shotguns, you got a pump action shotgun. I want to say this one's an automatic one. And then I don't know anything about the classified ones, quite obviously, because they're classified. They're not unlockable in the beta. The BRM, fully automatic light machine gun. It's, your one that you've got from the beginning. And the Dingo, which I think is the better of the two. It doesn't have the as high damage or range, but has the fire rate's better, so you can get more damage quicker. And then your sniper rifle, basically you have the bolt action locus, which is my the semi auto, sorry, which is basically the Dragunov in a sense. Um, it's called the Dracon, which actually sounds pretty cool. Uh, seems like it's also pretty good. And then this one, PO6. From the look of it, it looks like it would be a bolt action, but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe a semi-auto, but the fire rate's not that high. It's got pretty good stats though. Range is good, damage is good. It's just that fire rate and the accuracy is not as good. But all right, and also as you can see, the level 6 on the sniper rifle shows that you can level up your weapons, which is how you unlock more attachments. Which I don't know what the max is. I'm assuming 15. Um, you'll probably unlock more, but it looks like the most you get is 11 anyway. Um, primary gunfighter unlocks at level 19. But so as you level up your weapon, you get more and more attachments, kind of like how it was back in the day, um, like MW2 and stuff like that. How the more you use the weapon, of course you don't have to do like different like objectives, kind of like how it used to be, like get this many headshots and stuff like that. But as you level up the weapon, I think it was MW3 actually that started that. Level up the weapon, you get more and more attachments.